well anyway, but this trade really panned out. We are going to discuss how you could have taken advantage of order flow at this area. So we're going to be dissecting price in this region, in this region, and in this region, right? So these are the three regions we are focusing on as an order flow and ICT trader. And the way we do that is by coming onto this thing here. So this is the same chart on NQ, and we're going to be dissecting again what happens over here, and over here, right? So when we come into a fair value gap, there's essentially a few things I'm looking for. This video, I'm really going to begin to sum it up in a way that traders can understand. When we come into a bullish fair value gap, we want to know that aggressive sellers are not being rewarded. So when we come into a bullish fair value gap, which is essentially what we've come into over here, right? So price over here is coming to a bullish 15-minute fair value gap. Yeah, 15-minute fair value gap. What is happening in these circled regions? Well, let's kind of break this down. Let's start over here. What we're looking for, again, for those who have seen the previous videos, we are looking for aggressive sellers to come into the zone. So it's really interesting when you look at this candle over here. This candle is very interesting. So of course we have the left and the right number, we have the bid and the ask. So the bid represents aggressive sellers and the ask represents aggressive buyers. Now for those who have not seen the previous videos, I highly recommend checking them out because that will give you an insight as to the basics of order flow. So I'm not going to be going into the basics over here, but I'm going to be dissecting what's interesting as a trader that you should really take on board. The first thing is when we have a massive red candle over here, we actually have a ton of aggressive buyers over here as well. This is really interesting to understand that even though we have a red candle with a lot of heavy selling momentum, we have aggressive buyers showing up here, aggressive buyers showing up here. That is the first sign that we could see a reversal from this area, because we're seeing aggressive sellers being met by aggressive buyers. That is the most important thing. Now from here, as price comes into the zone, it's what's even more interesting is that we have a ton of aggressive sellers over here, right? This is shown via the delta. Let's zoom in and understand what we mean by this, right? We see a lot of red delta over here. Let's quickly read the numbers, right? We have 162 for 36 and we have 440. The same thing happens over here with